we are going to talk about graphing on the coordinate plane. We have a picture of a coordinate plane. It has a horizontal axis. It runs right and left. This is the x-axis. It has a vertical axis that runs up and down. It is the y-axis. These two axes meet at a point, 0, 0. It's also known as the origin. Whenever you plot a point, you always begin at the origin, and the first coordinate is the x. And if the x is positive, you will go right. If it is negative, you will go left. The second coordinate is the y. And if the y is positive, you will go up. If the y is negative, you will go down. Then you will plot your point. This is called an ordered pair. Our coordinate plane is divided into 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1 begins in the upper right corner. And we go counterclockwise and name the other quadrants. So we have quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. So remember, I always begin at the origin, the point 0, 0. And in order to get to quadrant 1, my x would be positive because I'd have to go to the right. Then I would have to go up. So my y would also be positive. Any ordered pair in quadrant 1 has a positive x and a positive y. In order to plot a point in quadrant 2, I begin at the origin. I would have to go left, so my x would be negative, and I would have to go up, so my y would be positive. Any point in quadrant 2 would have a negative x and a positive y. For quadrant 3, I would begin at the origin, I would go left, and I would go down. The ordered pair, or the point in quadrant 3, would have a negative x and a negative y. And finally, quadrant 4, I would have to go right, which means I'd have a positive x, and I would have to go down, which means I have a negative y. My point in quadrant 4 would have a positive x coordinate and a negative y coordinate. Let's try to plot a few points. Plot the point -2, 4. I will start at the origin. I will go left 2, up 4. What about -3, 1? I will start at the origin. My x is negative, so I'm going to go left 3. My y is positive, so I'm going to go up 1. That is the point, -3, 1. -6, -2. I'm starting at the origin. My x is negative, so I will go left 6. And then do I go up or down? Hopefully you're saying you will go down 2. That is in the third quadrant. -3, -5 is the next point, or the next ordered pair. We will go left 3, and we will go down 5. That is the point, -3, -5. 2, -3. I will go right or left. Since x is positive, I will go right 2. And now up or down. The y is negative, so I'm going to go down 3 spaces. This is the point 2, -3. And the last point, 5, -4, we have a positive x. We will go right. We have a negative y. We will go down. We are going to be in the fourth quadrant. I have just plotted 5, -4.